Hello there, it's Karen here from Turquoise Treasures. Welcome back to my channel and to another video working in the fairy journal. I do hope you're not getting bored with this. I'm still having lots of fun and creating new ephemera. And this one's something a little bit different and a bit new. This is inspired by Pam at the Paper Outpost. It's something she made recently. So I thought I'd make one for my fairy journal. I do like making new things, so I'm hoping you'll enjoy this going along with me and seeing how I get on. Don't know how it's going to work out. I hope it'll be okay. I think it'll look really pretty when it's finished. So what it is, it's you may have seen her video. She does like an accordion bookmark. So the idea is you have a bookmark, looks like a bookmark, but it opens up and you have journaling space inside. So it's got a back and a front. So I've got two pieces of quite thick card. This is just from some junk mail, and so they're exactly the same size. I've measured it. It's about the right size to go into the journal, and it will just slide behind the belly band. That's my idea, is that I'll do a little belly band going across the page and this will slot behind that. I hope that works. Otherwise I might have to do it like a deep pocket if it's going to just slip out. I don't know how it'll work out, but we'll see when that time comes. And I wanted to use some papers that I haven't used yet, but from the kit. So this is from the Digital Hobby Helper kit, I think, which is just the fairy kit. It's one of the pieces of paper that I haven't used, partly because it's got this fairy castle, I suppose you'd call it, and I thought it was a little bit on the Disney side, which doesn't really go with the theme that I'm going for, which is more of a slightly woodlandy feel. And as you can see from some of the pages I've used, and possibly a little bit sort of magical, but I didn't really want to go quite down the Disney route. But I am going to cover quite a lot of this up, so I don't think it'll actually be too much. And I thought it'd be just nice to have something different. So that's going on one side, and then this is the page I've chosen for the other side. Again, there's going to be something stuck on it, but I just love the colours of this page. This one is actually in the journal, this sheet. So the other side of it, so it is a journaling page, so I just love it. I love the colours, so I thought I'd use that for the other side. So I better get started and start gluing it on. So I have cut them to size just to save us a bit of time, because you know me, I'm not the speediest. So I'm just going to make sure that I have got that right. Have I got it folded in the right place? So I want it there and there. Let's see. I think the height is right, because I'm going to wrap it around a little bit, and it'll be a bit sort of like that. Okay, so I'm just going to glue it on. Just get some book page to do the gluing on, and then we'll see how it goes. I think this could be quite a nice thing to have in the journal. It's just quite fun to make some different things, I think. I am busily decorating all the little tags that came with the kit, but that's not the most exciting thing to watch. Just adding little bits here and there. They're not, I mean, they don't need a lot. They might just need little touches. But what I'll probably do is I'll bring them all together and I'll show them to you all at once at the end if I get time. Time is getting a little tight now for getting everything finished. So I'm hoping, because I am trying to schedule ahead with these videos. So this one should go up, I think, on the 14th of October, which, as it happens, is my husband's birthday. That's by the by. So I should be back home by then. Now I think what I want to do is, where are we? Get my scissors. Now I've had this idea now, which I may have talked about already, because I'm thinking I'm hoping to do one final Rachel's weekly challenge, which should be coming up this week. There's one last week's is coming out. Well, the time's all over the place because I'm scheduling ahead. So you should have already seen, hopefully, a final Roxy's weekly challenge, in which I plan to talk about a little face-to-face that I want to do, but just in case for some reason I don't get to do that one, I thought I should mention it in some of these videos as well. Yes, the idea is that I want to do a face-to-face, little face-to-face video just to update you on how I'm going, because I won't be able to actually do much crafting for a fair few weeks. So I thought it might be quite nice just to pop in and do a little face-to-face just to let you know how I'm getting on. And occurred to me while I was there, you know, while I'm talking to you, if you have any little questions you want to ask me, anything you just want to know, anything about anything really, to do with crafting, to do with anything else that you just would like to ask, I'm quite happy to answer those questions in my face-to-face session, if that would be something you'd like to do, if you'd like to ask me anything. I don't really mind what it's about, just anything you might want to know. That just might make it a bit more of a fun video to have a little Q&A session. But if not, if nobody's particularly asking me anything, I'll just come in, show you how I'm doing, and then say goodbye and see you later. There may be 1 or 2 videos after that if I can persuade Hannah to do it with me. She has said she might be willing to. I may have mentioned this already, so we'll see. I know there was one that I'm thinking, because I have ordered a subscription box from My Creative Studio, which should arrive probably at the end of October. So even if the only thing we do is a little unboxing video together, that might be quite fun. Because I won't be able to open the box or open any of the packages or anything like that. And everything comes so beautifully wrapped. And I've never had one of these boxes before, so it should be quite a fun thing to do, just to discover what's in the October box. Okay, so I should explain what I've been doing. I wanted to just fold this top over so I haven't got a raw edge here. So I've folded the top and the bottom over and then just trimmed off the sides here. I might have to trim them at a bit more of an angle actually. The ones I think I need, because it's, I think I'll trim this one at just a slightly more of an angle. And trim that off. Let's see if the other one needs to have a bit of an angle cut into it. I think just a little bit. Just cut this at a little angle too. Let's see, because most of this will get covered up anyway, the back, even though it's quite pretty, the back, in fact. Yeah, I might have cut it a bit too short on that side, but there we go, never mind. I can always wrap something around, maybe put something on there. So, right, let's glue this one down and then do the other one. Yeah, so I was thinking, if you do have any questions, you can add them on to any of the videos that are appearing from now on, really, any time in October, if you have any questions. And I do hope you'll still be commenting, because some of you are very good at just commenting on my videos, and I really appreciate that. It does make me feel it's all worthwhile if I get a comment from you. And so if you wanted to, if you still would like to comment on the videos, even though I'm obviously slightly out of action, but I should still, I'll have this arm working, so I'll still be able to reply, hopefully. Well, sure I will. So feel free to still comment on the videos, and then if you want to add on a question to your comment that I can answer in the Q&A, then that's what I'll do. Right, so there's one side, and let's do the other side. Get this one out of the way. Trying not to cut it, so it's because I shouldn't really talk and craft at the same time sometimes when I need to concentrate. I'm not very good at it. Okay. Excuse me. Always seem to cough when I'm on video for some reason. Right. Okay. Okay, let's stick this in the middle. So I will try and remember to link Pam's video below, so you can see the original and the master at work. She does wonderful work sometimes, and she does come up with some great ideas. I think when I was first started to get into junk journaling, I used to spend quite a lot of time just making things that she made from book pages, pockets and all sorts of things. I spent ages making her stuff. Right, I'm just going to snip here, and again the top, and then fold the top and bottom in. She does hers differently to me. She does the whole corner fold, where she folds in the whole corner, but I prefer a sharper corner, I think. So I thought I'd try doing it this way. No, that's not right. I need to go this way, don't I? That's it. That's just got that little tiny angle. That's what I need to do. Is get just a very small angle into the corner. Let's get this piece out of the way. It's a bit gluey now. Oh, it feels gluey under here. Okay, let's try that way round. Okay, and these ones I need to just trim at a slight angle. Hopefully these ones will be a bit better. And I think the front and the back is fairly interchangeable on these. Whichever side looks the best in the end is the one I might put in the journal at the front. It may not be the one I was originally planning to make the front. Anyway, okay, bit of glue. And fold these in. Whoop. Yeah, I don't want that getting torn. Move on, new bit of paper. I'm not using my usual glue book because I thought these might be a bit bigger. So I've just torn a few pages out of my old encyclopedias so that I've got a bit more room to work on with these. Okay, so I've now got a back and a front. So the idea is, so you put these back to back like this. Then I've got a piece of, so this is also from the kit, so it's already set up as a writing space. Pam just used plain paper and put some writing lines on it, but I thought, well, actually, if I use one from the kit, it's already set up for writing, and the back is just plain, but it's on that quite nice oatmeal paper that I use, so it's got a bit of thickness to it, and I thought that would be quite nice for writing on as well. So the idea is first of all I need to cut it down. No, the first thing I need to do, this is something I want to do extra that she doesn't do on hers, is I do like a little tassel on the bottom of my bookmarks. I made one once before, when I made one for my friend's sewing journal. I don't know if I did one for the bird journal as well. I think I did. Little bookmark. But that was where they came to a point. But I still think if this is a bookmark, it's still quite nice to have a little tassel. So I've come prepared, and I've got my big bite ready to do an eyelet. I just need to make a dot roughly where the middle is. It wouldn't do to not have this in the middle, really, would it? I'm not going to measure, but you can see pretty much where the middle should be. I think that should be about right. And I'm going to, and then I've got to make sure the paper goes above that, you see, so I thought I'd better do that first. Can't see my dot now. There it is. Okay. Right. Now I just need to get an eyelet. I think a gold one would work. If I can find a gold one. A small gold one. I'm a bit low on gold. I've got star. I wonder whether that would be nice. Yeah, because it's got a castle and there's sparkles. Maybe I'll just use this gold star. Why not? Okay. This one looks like it's already, has it been used before? It's already, the prongs are already sticking out a little bit. I don't know if it'll go in the hole. If it won't, I'll see if there's another one. No, it's not going to go in the hole. I think it looks like it's already, I've already tried to use that one. Because it won't go in the hole. Try again. See if I've got another one. Yes, I think I have. Yep, that's it. Oh, I've got, as a backup, if this one doesn't work out, I've just spotted a small gold plain one. So I'll just grab that just in case this doesn't work out. The ones I use mostly, these ones, these little round ones, they're all We Are Memory Keepers, and they go really well because this is a We Are Memory Keepers tool, so those ones work very well. These stars are a bit more awkward and they don't always work so well. So let's see how this, if this attaches. I don't feel it going down. I don't know, perhaps I've got it in the wrong position. And one more go and then I'll put the other gold one on. No, it's not liking it. I don't know what it is. It's starting to go, but it's not properly. Yeah, of course the things have started to turn. These are not very good. I'm going to throw those away. I'll use one of these now that I've found it. Getting a bit low on the gold ones. There we go. You can hear that one crunch straight away. So that's nice. Okay, so that's done. Now I can put the paper on. So I've got a little dingly dangly that I want to put underneath. I'll add that after. Right, so now I've got to figure out where paper needs to go. And I want to cut it both sides so I can get rid of most of the dark colour at the top and bottom. Let's just do it. Pencil. I need it to come just down from the top a little bit and just above the where the eyelet is. And I'm not going to tear it because I don't trust myself to tear it straight, and I think this needs to be straight. Let's just see. Yeah, most of the black will have come off of that, I think. Let's see. Which, I suppose it matters which way round it goes. the right way around? Yes, I think so. Let's see if it's the right size. Yeah. Yep. So that's it. So the idea is, I don't know how easy it's going to be to do this. This is the bit I was most nervous about, doing the folding. Getting the folding in the right place. So maybe I'll glue it first. I think I might use my tacky glue for this. Okay. Quite near the edge, but not right up to the edge. So there's a little bit of clearance. Okay, let's turn it over. Hopefully I haven't glued. Okay, so it goes that way, and then the idea is that you fold it almost up to the edge again. I need to fold where I've glued. Perhaps I haven't glued it far enough across, I don't know. Let's just try and get it to fold nice and straight. Otherwise it won't attach to the other one straight if I don't fold it straight the first time. Okay, so I've got just a little bit of a gap here. And then you fold it back again and almost up to the edge, but not quite. In the same way, try and keep it straight. It's all got so that it all hides behind the front cover. Let's just check. Yep, no sign of that. It's going so well, so far so good. And then do this last fold, make sure it's straight. Sorry, hopefully I'm on camera. I just want to make sure I get the last fold in the right place. And there's just a tiny little bit to be trimmed off afterwards, and then that's worked out okay. So that's good. Now I just need to trim off that last little bit. So where does that need to be trimmed to? About there. I'll use straight. Okay, I think this one will work for this little bit. Straight. Well, my trolley's halfway across the room. Nearly fell out my chair trying to put my trimmer away. Okay, so what it is, then this back piece glues onto here, preferably the right way up, like that. You have to just make sure that it completely lines up. So I think what I'll do is I'll glue this and then just put this straight on top so it lines up with the front. Hopefully that's the main part of the job done. And then just a little bit of decoration. Don't get ahead of yourself, Karen. Not there yet. Still got to get this on straight. I think this is the final challenge, is to get the back piece on so that it's directly behind the front one. And let's just quickly turn it over, make sure it's lined up. Okay, let's just get a little bit of get the glue spread out nicely. Let's see how it looks. Hang on, let's put my top back on. Okay, so the idea is it just opens up like that. And actually the writing part has worked out just where I need it, and the middle is in the fold, so that's good. And then you can turn it over and you've still got some writing space on the back, so I might put some lines, perhaps put a little bit of stamping on this side. Oh, actually, I'm quite pleased how that's turned out. You're never quite sure with these things when you try something for the first time. And I haven't made a prototype or anything, I just thought I'd give it a go and see how it turned out. Now, as I say, I wasn't really keen on having just the castle on the front, so I've had to look through some of the ephemera pieces that I got. If you remember, I had an envelope with all sorts of bits and pieces, and oh, that's right, I also ordered separately some pages from the Flower Fairies. So I've cut one out. I've cut a little fairy out. She's the Tulip Fairy, in case you hadn't guessed. And actually, once she's on there, I think she goes lovely on there. I really like this little fairy. I think she's really adorable, and I think it kind of covers up all the sort of a lot of the cast. You can still see it in the background and the sparkles, but I love that. I'm just not sure what to do about her wing. I might fold it around. I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to glue her on. I think she's gorgeous. It was a tough call between her and the Poppy Fairy, but the Poppy Fairy's wings came out a bit further, not that one. And I thought, actually, it wouldn't fit on so well. And the colour, I thought, worked a bit better with this one. Got more glue on my pin, which makes it difficult to get it in and out. There we go. Just pull that off. Right, let's see if I can get the glue to flow. It's nice to be able to use some of these extra, because I've got some in the book. I think I had 8 pages and I've used 4 of them in the book. So I've got 4 left, but they're back to back, so I have to decide which side I'm going to cut out. And I thought the Tulip Fairy was very, very sweet. I do like her. She's very pretty. Alright, let's see if I can get her to go on. I don't want to lose her shoe at the front, isn't it? That's a bit too pointy to wrap around. So I've put that there like so. And then I'll wrap this little wing and a bit of the flower. See if I can get that to stick down as well. Might need a bit more glue on those, I don't know. Thought I'd put enough on, but it doesn't seem to want to hold. I think it's holding now. So there. Oop. Perhaps I'll just use... Right, so she's on the front and I really love her. So on the back, it wasn't my favourite, but I couldn't stop. I could not use it because it goes beautifully on the colours. And this is the Nightshade Fairy. I don't know if I'm going to put their labels on. I've kept the labels from each of the pages. I've got the Tulip Fairy here and the Nightshade Fairy as well. But I thought I might use some actual fairy sentiments that I got from 49 dragonflies. So to see which way he's going to go on, because he's obviously quite wide at the top there, I'm going to have to see if I can wrap around. I might trim off, yeah, I'll probably trim it off on this side and perhaps wrap his wing around on that side. So I might just have it going over that way a little bit. Yeah, it's not quite ideal shape to go on here, but he's the perfect colour, so it's going to have to go on. Now that one's going to wrap around, so I need to put plenty of glue on that side, but not so much on the edge of this because I'm going to have to trim that bit off. That won't work wrapping that bit around. And I'll see if there's any other little decoration-y bits that I can add. I mean, I don't want to over decorate because it's something for writing on, so it'll be too bumpy if I over decorate and put too many things on. Okay, where's my little card? Let's just wrap his little wing around. Hold that there for a moment. Actually pleasantly surprised at how this has turned out. I'm really pleased with it. I think it'd be a nice thing just to pop in behind the belly band. And that one is going to have to be trimmed off, I'm afraid. Will that go around? Well, it'll look a bit odd, won't it, on the writing part? So now I've got to trim him off, I'm afraid. Get these scissors, get a nice straight edge, hopefully. No, it's not worked so well. I want to. Well, maybe I can. Maybe it will stick there. Maybe just a touch, so it just doesn't look too much. See if that will stay. I just feed it onto that edge there. So it doesn't look completely chopped off. So I'm thinking maybe a little bit of sparkle. Perhaps I should first of all do a little bit of stamping on the back here. Aren't they pretty? So, and also Pam did just drew some lines for journaling, so I might just do a little bit of that. Where are my stamps? Oh, just about within reach. So what can I do a little bit of not entirely sure what she's doing. She's kind of hovering. Maybe the little one would be better. Okay, so let's get my didn't get these ready to hand. I wasn't thinking about doing stamping. I'd forgotten I wanted to do a little bit on here. So I've got my little seated fairy. Oops, get the glue. Oh, not the glue. Get the ink. Just get the archival. Just pop her sitting there, I think. In that corner. Not sure I've got a flat surface to stamp onto. Okay, that's her there. And then then have this little one fluttering about. Okay, and we'll just draw some lines for journaling. Just a few. Just a suggestion of what they might use this for, really. I might not do it on both. Just on one side and then maybe the other side will be with stick photo or something. Oop. That wasn't very good. I'll have to cover that up with some sort of glitter or something, I think, because I've managed to get some ink on there. Okay, that'll do. Right. What am I going to do? I'm going to have to put a little bit of... I've got a bit of blue glitter. I wonder if I could use that. I probably should have grabbed the... Oh, I think the gold might be around. Oh yeah, it is. It's there. I'm going to have to try and cover up that little boo-boo there, aren't I? So I'll just try a bit of the blue, see how it looks. Gorgeous. So I'll see if I can cover up. Spread out. Just put some suggestion of glitter on the butterfly wings in the background, I think. There we are. That's rather nice, actually. Okay. What about on the front? What colour glitter would look best? I'm just thinking of some where the little stars are. I'm not sure about blue with her, really, although it's blue in the background, isn't it? Shall we see how it looks? A little bit of blue. Just tiny little touches. Just spread them out a little bit. And whoop, don't get it. Just everywhere where there's a bit of sparkle on the paper. Maybe a couple here. Alright. I think I'll leave it at that. Oh, the other thing I've got to do is put on my little dingle dangle. No, I'm going to have to be careful now. I put glitter on. I've just got one of these ball pins, and I've just put a couple of sequins. There's an old, I think that was from an old earring of mine. And these little tassels with the gold top, I've had these for years. I just came in a little pack in a scrapbooking kit, I think, some years ago. And I have used a few. I've got this one and I think one more left. So I thought maybe this would work just to hang from my... Oh, and the other thing is to put a little topper on the top. I haven't really thought about what I'm going to do with that yet either. Okay, so I'm just going to pop this through. I'll try and do it without smudging the glitter. Alright, so let's pull that through a little bit. Okay, that's just dangling down there now. Now, Pam did put a little topper on hers as well. I mean, I'd like to do that. Just trying to decide what's best to use. Let's go back to my bag of bits that I bought when I was away, because I'm really enjoying using those bits. Okay, so what will go best? I've got this bit of... I don't think that colour works really. This one works better, but I'm not sure about the jaggedy edge. Could use this. I've used this a fair bit in the journal. I could use that. Or let's see if I've got some fabric that will work. Let's see what I can find. Okay, so I've pulled in a few of my William Morris fabrics. I think one of those might work all right. I've got this piece. I've got a text through. Can check that out after. So I've got that one, which I'm not sure that colour works. This one with the green I like better. I love this piece, but I'm not sure about that either. But I'm thinking that this might work better, this last piece. I had to look at my painted fabrics, but they don't. There's unfortunately the paint makes them very stiff. So I'll just tear a piece down. Let's see how it looks. Oh, cut that off. Right. Let's see if that would just work at the top. I mean, it's a toss-up between that and lace, but I quite like the idea of a piece of fabric at the top here. Let's just cut a piece and see. I like the floral naturey look, because it kind of goes with the tulip idea, I suppose. I wonder which would look better, that or the lace. Where's the lace gone? I think the lace, after all that, I still think the lace looks better. It's got the purple, and there's just like a slight purpley look. The odd little flash of purple in here. That's how much do I want? You know what it is? I've only got this left now and I'm holding it. And I'm thinking if I could find something else to use, I would. But that's a bit daft, really. It's just I love this lace. But, I bought it for this journal, so why not use it? your Fabri-Tac. Okay. Doing little glittery bits. Still a bit wet. I have to be a bit careful. Try not to lay this down. See if I can stick this on without laying down the... It's all a case of whether I can squeeze out the Fabri-Tac one-handed, really, isn't it? Ooh. Trying to squeeze. Well, I think actually the little tassel just prevented it from laying flat and getting all the glitter on the mat. So, of course, now I've got this one laying down. How are we doing? No, I think it might be almost dry. So, I'll try to just hold it without laying it down. So there we are. There's our little concertina or accordion bookmark. I really like this. I think it's really pretty. The little tulip fairy. I'm just wondering whether it needs... I don't know if it needs any more than that. I was thinking of putting a little fairy sentiment, but I don't think it needs it. I think it's fine as it is. With a little bit of glitter, just making it sparkle a little bit. She's so pretty. I think she should just be the star of the show all by herself. And then it opens up so you can write in it. And then if you get bored with seeing her, you turn it over and you've got him. I could put a little something on the back there, I'm not sure. But I think for today, I'll make that video. I think that will do. As I said before, if you have any questions you want me to answer in my Q&A, please write them below. But otherwise, there are more to come. I've still got a few days left, so I've got definitely some more videos I want to make. So you may find that by the time I've got through all these videos, they're all scheduled and uploaded, it'll almost time for me to come back and start, something new. So this is going to take me into the middle of October. I've got certainly enough for next week. Your next week, not my next week. my next week, I don't want to even think about. Okay, so that's enough for today. Thank you very much for joining me today, and please do join me again for the next video. Bye for now.